Emma CöゥLikee TV na message in number channel is on hit and manual subscribe or send me drop in the latest news content. Upechi brain also when you be a tea na me bora and seminima and report in sema mete a far coop be home ni sembia am say per reporter yatete no na nina na share the banter and also share the dispute between the Supreme Court no any Parliament ya bamba be speaker down on na share nema ekoswa utimi say this time no ni ye nyan but before me pese ye bo run seminimo no me pese ye kaka ye ho kakra because majority of parliamentary MPs NDC afano now where the MPP so aside na utimi say nowadays no obia government and I say the MPP government no really in favor of the MPP Supreme Court no ho asem na make because a year abiding na appointed judges no edi omakugo nti they want to do things bia a bit me aboa aban no na Cöゥno ho nsem de reporter mete no but me pesi borum ni tie emu no ense pa de ka ho nsem bro
CJ would adopted that approach so as to appear there there's some level of fairness in the family.
Yes.
So that's this on that score.
Enti say no. Yes, yes, the speaker yeah no. A pronouncement and no yeah. And now say a decision no yeah. And now say a interpretation.
But your OSHA standing order 18 of the new standing orders now. I say, pursuant to Article 97, the Speaker shall inform the House of the occurrence of the vacancies stipulated under Article 97. So, for the standing order, the only responsibility the speaker is to inform. Because the Constitution itself contemplates automatic vacancy. So the only thing that the speaker is left to do is to inform. The speaker doesn't do any other thing than to inform.
In fact, you are suggesting, say, the speaker was informing the House of what has occasioned
the occurrence of those vacancies. Nothing more, nothing else. Because that is the language, actually, of the standing order. And remember, say, the previous standing order, no, it appeared in standing order 17. In a new one in 18. And the responsibility comes on the speaker. So the speaker is not the one declaring the seat vacant. He only does is to inform without more. Now,
so he was neither pronouncing or adjudicating or declaring.
Because you see, a declaration would mean, say, maybe I will yes some merit analysis and what have you. In this case, the standing order uses the language inform. My other members of parliament, and you see, Senator Cabre, I see and I want to quote a statement by Professor Kịļļ in this celebrated case of the Republic versus Fast Party Daniels. And you see it in the 2003-2004 Supreme Court of Ghana Law Report at 364. Now, in that report, Professor Kruger makes a point. Or say, we cannot, under the clock of constitutional interpretation, rewrite the Constitution of Ghana. Even in the area of statutory interpretation, we cannot amend a piece of legislation because we dislike it. Because we dislike its terms, or because we suppose that the lawgiver was mistaken or unwise. Our responsibility is greater when we interpret the Constitution. We cannot, and we must not, substitute our wisdom for the collective wisdom of the framers of the Constitution. So now, over here,
I would go by your literal interpretation.
Say, my country, you say, ye interpret the Constitution into no. The best substitute for the collective wisdom of the framers of the Constitution. He said, we cannot and we must not substitute our wisdom for the collective wisdom of the framers of the Constitution. Article 97, new to Ghana.
Since 1992.
And you knew. In 1979, no provision will.
You want to say the underlying reasoning informing 97, no? And yet, Atnas over the years.
Atnas over the years. Now, the other say, okay, and man, not Victor Wusunum. And then the party, Echo Parliament. The man, I think 71 seats.
Yes.
And Victor Wusu, a party.
Vanna is 72.
Exactly.
72 out of 140.
It's the Echo Parliament, and say, Köゥ.
Köゥ, lawyer Köゥ.
In fact, the last time we were called National House of Chiefs, it was Kumasi. New year appeal. In appeal, no go National House of Chiefs no Kumasi.
The Judicial Committee of the National House of Chiefs.
Judicial Committee. In the Japan court now, very nice call one and two. Now, senior, if you may why and say, or say young man, the young 50 years and above, in doing this lawyer work, now say Yehovah. Over 51 years doing this law work.
And be seen in our social or quite law work out of Accra, especially Kumasia, or Baba VIP, or Baba VIP, or Baba Dema Babechia, and Washama, yet Nakot Nabasim, or Laguma, or in the passe, maybe my bedroom.
They come through. And I'm going to know. It's okay. Now, J. Joshua Champo. Any Köゥ, no more of Victor Wusu.
Yes.
Right. And one day, almost sorry for whatever reason, almost said they are no longer members of Victor Wusu's party. But that time, no constitution need a clause that requires vacancy.
Yes.
And you know, I'm not going to Victor Wusu in your Juma. They still remain in Parliament until the 81 coup.
Yes.
But what that?
Don't forget, so almost as a cocofa, a diary Gary Hum Sambayan.
Yeah, perfect. In Joshua, yeah. Honorable lawyer Köゥ, any J. Joshua Champo, even though Omo can show money, Victor Wusu here, they still remain in Parliament. And ma, could no buy answer. That Parliament was dissolved. But what that?
The follow-up.
Good. It's a 1992 Constitution, you know. In the Musa, Sabrona, young Peninsula Mani in CBO.
It's an attempt to cure a mischief.
You know, we always say that the Constitution mirrors our history. But what that?
You follow?
Zeros are history. It's a 1992 constitution, you know. You do 97 H1 when you say there shouldn't be anything like duality.
John Mahama catch him say, I didn't know mutrimuno asa. Ba omi ni adwene ekufu adu ni bibie ni omutrimu biem. We mu no mo de beyemo adada. A whole vice president gets up and walks on the street and just tells somebody who is cooking on the street, give me. He does not check the hygiene. He does not check the security. He does not check anything. Obana otutu kokono, dia na sha nsa. Obana otutu kokono, ne nsa bibi sha ho ana. Obana otutu kokono or communicate or yare. You are certified as otutu kokono. We the ordinary people can just walk there and eat. But you are the vice president of the republic. In fact, at Akroma campaign in Europe or France. Until you are the president. And then Anthony Kabo Kwasia we do which is a GD. Now Jimmy now person be Ghana so. You just go out there and they just hand over anything to you that you eat. And then they will have sympathy on me. People will see, say, I am somebody who loves people. You are the fucking president of the republic. Don't you know? Oh, you don't know, say somebody has gone ahead to tell the woman, say, Omoba, we will talk. You don't know. They can kill, they can poison. You are the president. This guy has no brains. Can you imagine? The health situation. Or Arabia, Sebio, or Bowagu. Nobody has checked anything. Nothing. And Jimmy when I'm chrome, oh, mam kokondi. And one, your president was kokwedi. Eh, moment queen, we with Jimmy. But me, you're smart. You're not smart. Hey, Eko wusi. And so akoye mo. Hey, MPP. Plan asan. Na so we study MPP for omode omoko parliament. Messiah Samin Chama Messiah Anthony Kabo Bema Tintin Gramo Shani Wele Ni Wele ne bombing. Messiah say we dey nyane pele Monje Anthony Kabo Wele Monje ni Wele Jimmy Wele kiti namgana kikankwasi ya samte se ya sawu okura porosana unyina onaso Anthony Kabo sana wanu dindindi ena me agent no wele ni ekufu ade de pe hwene wele Jimmy hwene wele we sore original stage de na edi ekufu ade echi edi ba omi echi my to me Jimmy sawo ya sawo hwene wele see his wele to say a man when he brad and where the bema tintin grambo hey in Kurangura shoot na shano Anthony Kabo original gingrimina and Kurangura shoot na shano Bawumia is the president as we speak now. Ekufuadu Jimmy France. President now take Ghana to say about Bawumia on our bontin odi koko. Azana yamsre. She Anthony Kabo wele 2 inch. Akwa Jamaica kasan kwasia kasa. Hey saya sano. Hwene wele. E mana moni brade no. We oil grem kwa o. Siremu dwan we grem kwa. Oye Alpha Sokoto Bugari. Anthony Kabo Oye Sokoto Dugari o se Bugari. Esiam kwasi asemo Ghana pao. Near Ghana. Esiam ponchi different kinds of ponchi din. Odwan we your friend Sokoto Bugari. We your friend de Albino Masara. Na I don't know if so so. Jimmy. Na at the classroom, na teacher ni pampage na what say, we aponchi we, the fellow Sokoto Red, Sokoto Gudari, we mu free Burkina. This kind of goat or sheep is from Niger. And I'm say, I don't know. Ghana ni akwara na wote class do. Aponji ofiri Nigeria me fa mo ban. Mo hwa Anthony wele. The same way who Baumia na yere Samira ene Akufo-Addo ba. Omo pele. Hwe ne wele. Almost a chinchilla. Hey, Messiah, get me the names of the goats, the kinds of goat. Sokoto Kugari, chinchilla the nene, red meat, red. Na mo bo dem go Ghana wala. A Greek textbook. And the yes young question. Me see the Anthony Kabo. Oh yeah, Sokoto Bugari. I don't ever see. Sokoto red. Me mumbo bodini bin jame. In punctuation a Greek science class. Sokoto red. And at the oh in ponchiri di na mepe me kiramo oh your Sokoto red and your oh kinds of goats musoma bon papa itimun kai Sokoto red wo Greek where Greek studies and at bium in ponchiri different and mo Sokoto Tugari Sokoto Bugari. Long-legged. Thank you. Long-legged. Wait. What long-legged sheep? And you what short-legged sheep? I think I was that. And you what nungwa oh bibi nungwa oh where's the nungwa one? Oh nungwa dia oh guys. Nungwa dia no oh Ashanti black, your Ashanti black, and your what nungwa bibi nungwa nungwa dia no way. Sokoto Gudali, okay, Sokoto Gudali. And nungwa black. Yes, nungwa black. Na yet classroom. Na teacher ni abegina ni penim. And this goat is called Sokoto red. There too. So be careful. This kind of goat came, they were originally from Mali. But when they brought them to Burkina, they had to separate them from the long-legged sheep. So Sokoto Gudali was actually separated from the long-legged sheep, and then they had to mate the Sokoto red. Yet classroom. Teacher the momu che appointee relationship. Appointee omudeti. And so the Sokoto red, normally they link up with the Sokoto Gudali. They are the ones that mate. Say mate. Yet one here you see mate. Then you see the one called the long-legged sheep. That ones are the Burkina ones. Those ones are very their feet is very long and they are quite skinny, but they have a lot of meat. Their meat is very tender. They use them for salad. Also, okay, long-legged sheep. Okay, no asaba. The short-legged sheep, the one we also call Ashanti black. The Ashanti black, you can call it Appointee Isata. And then if I want from Appointee Isata, then I pempe mbono. Aha, only your friend short Ashanti black. I don't know. Nim fan to friend Appointee Isata. Short Ashanti black is a very, very small goat, but it has grown. It has a very high risk of retaliating when you try to kick it away. That goat is very selective where it stands and what it eats. They normally climb walls. In the villages, you see them walking around houses and actually scratching their fur on the walls. It's okay. Those sheep, when they shit, it is in singles. That is why they pick them as Appointee Isata. They call them the Ashanti black. West African dwarf goat. Now you saw cattle, Ndama cattle, Nyaba cattle. Na some question some way na boy sitting home. Near to them wo. Usha teacher ne trousers no enia pa. Do the bedi grow ni bi. Right. Nungwa blackhead. Mummy nko enim. So na me kire mo. Enti Anthony Kabo oye green kwa embana mweni brade and we de bema tintin ceremony we de unyana he ni wele 2 inches ya sane kwa oye Sokoto Gudali Anthony Cabo is a Sokoto Gudali or wakwa hwe wele no etua nchen kitwe bi o tenkufu ado o chen 2 inches ora umi enko enim hweba umi enim mami laji hweba umi enim hwe hey Ghana pa hey mo ba umi enim hwe odi kokosu odi kokko nana odi ba umi edi kokosu odi kokko nana we nyina kwasiasem we nyina ne te ho na Black Star so asa efrim hwe nanim odi kokko nana yapon. All right, now mama nchiramo you say ekwewusi so ayemo enti ekwewusi so aye number 1 rice yejimi o MPP de sia no onya kromfo a omon pese obe running for office kra omon pese obe running for office onya ewia na ekwewusi nkenya mmoa ne ya eye den pampo ne tumi nya nipa o constituency o be support ekwewusi hwe wakote samofin bi egu bag mse munjindi ntoma no ekwewusi ni Charles Bisu we excavators over 3,000 ekwewusi ene Charles Bisu omu wia excavators over 3,000 ade chinya ekwewusi so person ura parliament into anu akoye mo bag munjindi MPP for mo se mo ejimi o into anu akoye mo bag plain emo no hu mo no hwe mo fun bi a ono sa emu we ode mawa obedi usu 4 years obewia mu sike nyina na magudie nyina ekwewusi suro so obeko jailo inti sika na omu wia ye no galamse sika na omu nya ye no eno na omu de akoto mo wo mali eno omu de bema 1 cup 2 cups because odim se power sesan obeko
It must say some of Jebro Daily Update TV no so